These confessions are real. They are not polished. They are not designed to make you feel good. They exist for one reason: to tell the truth people avoid. If these words make you uncomfortable, it's because they touch something familiar, something you recognize, something you usually keep quiet. I say I want to succeed. I talk about discipline. I talk about goals. I talk about ambition and focus. I consume content about success. I save quotes. I nod along when people talk about hard work. But the moment it gets hard, the moment it stops being inspiring, the moment it demands discomfort, I pull back. Not because I lack intelligence, not because I lack ability, not because I don't know what to do, but because I'm afraid of failing in front of other people. I'm afraid of being seen trying. I'm afraid of being seen struggling. I'm afraid of being seen before I'm ready. Failure in private feels manageable. Failure in public feels permanent. Most people don't fear failure itself. They fear the judgment that follows. They fear becoming a story others tell. They fear being labeled. They fear the silence in the room after the attempt collapses. I'm with someone I don't love anymore. Not because they are cruel. Not because they are toxic. Not because they destroyed me. But because leaving would force me to confront myself. It would force me to sit alone, to hear my own thoughts, to feel the weight of my own choices. Comfort becomes a shelter. Routine becomes a cage. Familiarity becomes an excuse. I stay because it feels easier than starting over. I call it loyalty. I call it maturity. I call it stability. But deep down, I know the truth. I'm not staying for love. I'm staying to avoid emptiness, to avoid the silence at night, to avoid facing the question of who I really am without them. That's not love. That's fear disguised as commitment. That's a negotiation with loneliness. I criticize people who succeed. I say they got lucky. I say they had help. I say they were in the right place at the right time. I convince myself their success doesn't apply to me, because admitting otherwise would be uncomfortable. The truth is simpler. I envy them. I envy their courage. I envy their willingness to be seen. I envy the risks they tolerated. They moved forward while I waited for certainty. They accepted discomfort while I searched for safety. And my ego would rather diminish their success than admit my hesitation. Jealousy is not hatred. It is ambition that never found the courage to act. It is desire without discipline. Most people don't hate success. They hate the reminder of their own delay. I say money doesn't matter. I say it's not important. I say it won't change who I am. And maybe that's true. But almost every serious problem in my life exists because I don't have enough of it. Stress, anxiety, limited choices, delayed decisions. Money doesn't buy happiness, but the lack of money exposes reality. It removes options. It magnifies pressure. It forces uncomfortable honesty. People romanticize struggle only when they're not living it. When struggle becomes constant, it stops being poetic. It becomes exhausting. If these confessions resonate with you, it's not because they are extreme. It's because they are ordinary. You've had these thoughts. You've felt these contradictions. You've just never said them out loud. Change does not begin when life becomes easy. It does not begin when motivation suddenly appears. It begins when you stop lying to yourself, when you stop choosing comfort over truth, when you stop waiting to feel ready. That moment, the quiet decision to be honest, is where everything starts.